Damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen, bienvenidos al show. Life in zero gravity, vida en cero gravedad. Tú sabes las vibras. You know the vibes. By now you're well aware of the way in which the vibes are constructed. It's Big Zero, big show for you. Honestly, may not be one of the funniest ones I've ever done, which my goal is always to be funny. So I'm mailing it in from the get-go immediately. Speaking of funny, this wasn't in the script, but funny and just so well done. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. It'll take a lot more bad comedy from Dave Chappelle for me to turn on him for being transphobic. Personally, I think he should leave that subject alone. I think he's milked that for all it's worth. I don't find it to be very funny. I never really did. Like most trans jokes that I hear, it's like the same joke, just repeated over and over again until you eventually just become Fox News. And that's just the way it goes. It's crazy how much time they give to that. You turn on Fox News, pretty much any hour of the day, you're going to hear about trans people. It's so weird. It's just odd. It's like, that is not the biggest issue going on. We're going to get into that, but that's so far from the biggest issue going on in the world that it's just weird that they choose to dedicate that much time to it. Very weird to me. But anyway, welcome back to TrumpmeriKKa, pilgrims. Welcome back to TrumpmeriKKa. It'll be an interesting time, to say the least. We're back in TrumpmeriKKa. Man. Man. 4 years later, back in the same spot. Actually, when I started this show, we were in the middle of it, or we were towards the end of TrumpmeriKKa the first time. I started the show on November 11th, 2019. I was going to say 2009. My brain's getting scrambled or something. No, it was actually 2019. Crazy enough. So, who knew? Well, I guess I kind of knew. I'm going to shut this alarm off. I have a alarm that's going to go off in a few minutes. I don't want to ruin the show with an alarm. So, if you see me, I got important business to attend to. But yeah, I might have to use this cough button. I've had a cough the last little while. Just use it there. By the way, I totally forgot about that. Last week, I used this little AI feature on here because I wanted to put some people out of work. And I was like, you know what? I haven't put anyone out of work yet. Let me do that. No, I actually used AI. They had a little feature on here that was supposed to cut out unnecessary words. I forgot to go back and look at what it did. So I don't know. You let me know if you think it effectively cut down the episode, because that's what it was supposed to do. But I'm like, did it? We shall see. I don't know if I'm going to use it again. I'll see how I'm feeling. But AI would probably have cut that little cough out. I mean, I blocked it with the, that. You know what? Since we're in the first 10 minutes of the show. All right. We're back on the mic. That'll be my button when I'm about to say something bad. If you could read my lips, you know what I said. I'm going to say it for real anyway. I'm not afraid to say it. I just wanted to, it's a little game we play. That's all. That's all it is, baby. It's going to be an interesting time. It's going to be an interesting time. That's all I can say. I don't fully know what to expect. I'm not expecting much good. I'm going to keep it real, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know everything. I just know, like, most things. No, I'm not even going to say that. But yeah, I mean, I'm just a vessel, honestly. So we'll see. We'll see what we come away with, I'm looking forward to making things happen regardless of who's president. You can't just settle. We got to push forward, get things done. It doesn't really matter who the president is. It's like either way, things aren't going to change. It's still going to be rich people in charge. So there you go. But yeah, man. We, it's crazy how dumb people are. Like, it was so bad the first time. I don't know how they forgot. It's only been 4 years. It's only been 4 years. And it's like, I don't think Biden was as bad of a president as some people act like. I never really liked him. I didn't, I didn't really, wouldn't have been my pick in terms of like a Democratic nominee. So I'm not saying any of that, but it's just weird the amount of hate that Biden got, because it feels like him and Trump are really not all that different, but it's like their fans don't know any better or something. I don't know what it is. It's like, I guess they're just not informed, about things. So they assume that they can, like, that one is so much different than the other. It's like both of these guys are centrist at the end of the day. It ain't that different. So I don't know. I think people are tripping. They, like, they're too aligned with the parties and they think that one is so much different than the other. And really, it's like they're both just different versions of the same party. It's all one party. I just think it's silly the way that they do it. Um, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. So it's like the first time was so bad. I don't know if his approval rating ever went over 50 the first time he was president. It's crazy that we're even saying that now. The first time he was president. But that's where we're at. It's just crazy, to think. I don't want to dwell too much on that, harp on too much on that thing, but you know, um, it's certainly concerning. I'd say just how dumb people are that they think this is a good idea to do this again. But yeah, let me not. I was trying to do something. It's not working. Um, the Trumpsters. I really hope you're right. I really do. I hope he's the best president ever. I do, and I sincerely mean that. I don't care. Maybe it's part of growth. I don't care as much about being right as I care about the right thing happening. You know what I mean? I don't need to have credit for what's right. I hope that the right thing happens. I hope that it goes well. I hope that everything is better than it's ever been. I hope he's the best president ever. I'll say that about every president. I didn't like Trump. I didn't vote for Trump either time. Not even close, like, I would say in 2016 when he was going against Hillary, I think I rated him. I would have given Hillary like a 3 and Trump like a 1 out of 10 or 11, I guess. So I thought they both were trash, you know. But I was like, I don't think Hillary is as trash as Trump. That's all I was saying. But that's not saying much at the same time. It's like I don't know. I'm trying to, like, look at it from a positive angle. And I'm not really, I feel optimistic. I'm not, I'll reserve judgment and just see what happens. You know? Um I really hope you're right. I really do. I sincerely hope that you're right. Like, I don't think you are. I think you're very, very wrong. but I hope you're right. Cough button. Sure, y'all don't want to hear all these coughs. Yeah, I was sick, getting over it. I feel better mostly, but that cough is just lingering, and it's an annoying cough, you know. So that's what I'm dealing with. Um, yeah. So I hope you're right. I really, you guys messed up again. I remember the last time I remember seeing so much regret from people who voted for him, and like they really did it again. So that being said, like I hope y'all are right. But if y'all are wrong, y'all totally deserve whatever happens to you. I hope that you experience like if it goes bad for people, I hope it goes the worst for you because we tried to warn you. You made it a political thing. It's like, no, this person just shouldn't be in office. I don't care what party they are. Like, this is just, we don't need somebody in office who's going to hold petty grudges and weaponize the government against their political enemies when they're convicted of felonies. You know, we don't need that. Like, I don't care what party they are. I don't care who they are. That should not happen. You know, and y'all are going to allow this man to circumvent the law and punish people, punish some innocent people who are his political enemies. You know, there's talks of him having military tribunals for the Obamas and stuff like that. It's crazy. Honestly, it's like it sounds like a dictatorship. And if it turns into that, I hope y'all suffer the most. You know, I really do, because you should have known better. You're making the same mistake twice. Everybody warned you on the other side, like that this was a bad idea. It didn't go well the first time. You know, by the end of his presidency, I believe his approval rating was like 30 something percent. Like a lot of people strongly disapproving of what he did. Like it didn't go well. I don't think it went well by any metric, really. You know, I don't think he got done what he wanted to get done. It was just an all around failure, and y'all voted for it again. I just can't. You deserve whatever happens, I guess. We deserve it as a country for allowing this. You know, I really hope you're right. Like, did y'all forget how bad it was from 2017 to 2021? It's just crazy how easily you're swayed. You know, it's like we're just all good. It's like, oh yeah, we'll just forget about all that. We'll just forget about all the terrible things that happened. It's all good. I don't know. I've just, I just like, I don't understand how people think that things are going to be different. To me, it only seems like it's going to be worse than it was the first time. You know, just what it seems like. But we'll see. Oh man, it's just crazy how easily y'all are swayed. You know, it's like they come in like, I mean, I guess you got to at least partially blame Biden, but at the end of the day, it's like it's on the voters. The voters decided this. This was their will. Like he won the popular vote. Like a lot of people voted for him. A lot of people voted for him the last time. A lot of people have voted for him every time. To me, it's like it's already bad enough that like 60 to what 60 in the range of 60 to 80 million people are voting for this guy who's incompetent, you know, and is just an asshole of a person, you know. Now we're past the 10-minute mark. the asshole of a person, there's so much that I plan to get into about it, but it's like, y'all are just so delusional. It's really interesting to watch, like from a psychological perspective. It's like Stockholm syndrome or something. Like y'all just like to like let rich people run all over you. You just like to let them run the world and keep amassing more wealth and you know just letting them get rid of all the jobs and just shrink it to where them and their cronies are the only ones making real profits. Like it's baffling. It really is. I guess I gotta do an episode like this every once in a while. I didn't plan for it to go this way, but I can't think of anything else right now. I'm just like, I guess that's just what's going on in the world. It's like the top topic right now is that. So what can I do? I don't know, man. It's been crazy. And I saw a lot of stuff circulating about the inauguration. People saying people performed. I don't know who actually performed or what happened and all that. Um, but I mean, that that it wasn't people that some people were on that list that I would just put it simply. There were people on the list that I would be very disappointed if they performed. So I hope that they didn't perform. I will look into it because people make stuff up, and we're just in an age where there's a lot of stuff that's said that you really have to look into because so many people just make things up, and now there's no fact checking. People could just say whatever they want in a lot of places. I see so many more this last week. I've seen so many made up stories that are like clearly false, but people believe them and get all mad. It's like more than ever. And is that just is that what's in store for the next 4 years? Like just no regulation, just people saying whatever they want to say. Is that what we're gonna do? Just no. I don't know. Like, I think we need more fact checking because I think most people are too. Sorry, but most people are just too damn stupid for there not to be fact checking. It's like you're swaying the masses, and maybe we deserve it. At the end of the day, you're a grown person. You're deciding to be stupid. You're making that choice to be stupid. A lot of y'all want to be stupid. You don't want to learn anything. You don't want to apply knowledge. You want everything to come to you. You want everything to just like be prepared for you. You want to be fed little baby birds. You want to be fed by the Papa Eagle. And I guess that's what it is. They're just fucking stupid. It's I didn't want to say it. I really didn't want to believe that. And maybe I give off an air like I think that I'm smarter than people. I didn't want to think like that. And it's not even that I think I'm superior or better or anything, but y'all just like want to be fucking stupid, and I don't. I don't want to be stupid. That's why I read so much. That's why I work on myself so much. That's why I'm always trying to amass more knowledge. So I guess that's where we differ in a major way. Oh man. So it's interesting. It's definitely interesting, man. I'm trying to just stay positive and make things happen. I feel good though. I honestly feel good. But when I reflect on this stuff, that's when it's like, oh yeah, shit's fucked up. Like shit's really fucked up. So I don't know if you saw, but like Zuck, Bezos, and Musk were all sitting next to each other at the inauguration, Trump's inauguration. Like to me, that seems like a bad sign because that's what like right there, that's a net worth of like 800 something trillion, 800 something $billion right there. And that's, it just seems like there's something more nefarious going on. You know, I don't know what they're up to, but it's not going to be good for the common man. I can tell you that. It's interesting to watch them flip their scripts too. All of them, really. Because even Elon wasn't always like such a right wing tool. He just like, I don't know, or he at least didn't project that. Maybe he didn't want to put it out there because it wasn't advantageous to him at the time, you know? But yeah, man, as it stands now, that that's not good. And then you got dumbass Elon Musk. Was he doing a Nazi salute? Was that what that was? I don't even. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna repeat it. But like, it looked like a Nazi salute. So like, anyone that watched that. So either he was doing a Nazi salute, which is like, wow. So you're just fully putting out there. I mean, there's been speculation that you've been racist for years. Now you're just fully putting it out there, like, yeah, guys, I'm racist. What of it? You know. Now I run the Department of Government Efficiency, whatever the fuck that's gonna do. He can't actually be that stupid, right, to have done a Nazi salute. I don't know. He might be that stupid though. He really might be. Yeah, fucking Elon Musk. Man. It's weird because it's like I used to want to get a Tesla, like honestly, because I think that overall, like I believe in global warming, and I do think that like our fuel consumption contributes to it. So I wanted to get like an electric car, and they were at the time. It's like, oh, it's kind of a newer thing. It's like it's the Tesla, you know, like I drive a lot, so I was like, okay, it'd be nice, like save some gas money because a lot of the electric charging is free or cheap, you know, and yeah. But I didn't think the range was that good. I thought, oh, if I buy this now, the range is probably going to be better in a couple years, and then I'm going to regret getting this model because the range wasn't that great. You know, like they say it's 300. I don't think it's really 300. At least that's what I've seen and what I've heard is it's not really 300. So I don't know. That's just what I've heard. I can't say for sure. I haven't driven one too much, but that's what I've heard. So take it for what you will. That was dumb. But yeah, Elon Musk ruined it. I don't want a Tesla anymore. Like he morphed into a supervillain. He just became like just a really cringe like content bro on X. I was gonna call it Twitter. I mean that alone was dumb. Like why'd you change the name? Like everyone knows it's Twitter. People still call it Twitter. Nobody's really calling it X. Sorry, I'm trying not to cough into the mic. I'm trying to avoid it, you know. But what an MLK Day, right? So for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we have the most racist president in modern history sworn in today. It's like it does feel like an extra little slap in the face, you know. But that's the way it falls sometimes. Just like that's a bad omen right there. But yeah, Musk ruined it. He talks too damn much. Like says a lot of stupid things. He thinks he's a lot smarter than he is, and it's like I don't really, you know, I don't even know what the other car company owners do. So maybe they're just as bad, but they're not out there in public making an ass of themselves every other week. So I don't know. I just feel like things got messed up somewhere along the line. But yeah, man, I'll probably just get a Lucid at this point. Have you seen the Lucids? Those seem like nicer cars. I've heard that the I've heard Teslas are kind of pieces of crap anyway. Like they fall apart, you know. They're not really that great at cars from what I've heard. I could be wrong, but that's what I've heard, that they're just not it's not that good at cars. So yeah, man. I'm not feeling it. I'll probably get a Lucid. Those are nicer. The future is electric, I believe. So why is the right wing so concerned with gender? Like, why are they that worried about what people feel like inside? Essentially, you know, it's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect them. You know, I don't understand like why. I don't know why anyone ever really cares about that. It's like just let people live. That's gonna be a theme on here. I don't get it. It's just weird that people get that involved in other people's lives. And I'm gonna hammer that point home like probably several times on here because I just think it's dumb. You know, why are they so concerned with gender? Why is the right wing so concerned with gender? You turn on Fox News for any amount of time, it's gonna come up. They're gonna talk about like how, you know, trans people are trying to touch your kids or whatever the latest thing is. I don't know. I don't get it. It's just it's all fear based. It's all to put the fear in you so you tune in. Because people love negative news stories more than positive ones, honestly. So the fear sells. It really does. So that's a thing. I don't get it. So yeah, man. I don't know. I feel like we're just way too involved in other people's business. Why is the right wing that worried about gender? Like, are they that damn gay? It's always them talking about it. You know, like, oh, like Trump today said there's only two genders. Like, he made it like in America, like, he made it like it's about America. Like, America will only recognize two genders. I'm like, did we really need to do that? Was it necessary? Why do people care that much? It's just so odd to me. I just assume they're secretly gay. That's all. You know, it's like, no, you're not a girl, you're a guy. You know, and I can't like guys. That would be gay of me. It's like, meanwhile, who cares, bro? If you want to suck a dick, suck a dick. It's fine. Nobody's gonna judge you. I mean, they might if you're not good at it, you know. But just suck that dick with all of your spirit. Okay. That was too funny. I'm sorry. A lot of this is improv. Like I write these little topics. It's like, but it's not like I'm writing a specific joke. I don't know where it's gonna go, so I get surprised myself. Damn, man, this is unprofessional, unacceptable. I need Jazzy here. She wasn't feeling it today, so I was like, okay. She does a lot of shows with me. She might be the most featured guest now. She definitely is for video, you know. But yeah, they spend so much time on trans people on the news, and like barely anyone's trans. The right wing spends so much time talking about trans people, barely anybody's actually trans. Like, you do not need to make this like an entire platform. It is, I promise you, it is not affecting the vast majority of people very much at all. You know, a lot of people don't even know a trans person. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say that their struggle isn't real. I'm not trying to say that it's not a necessary issue to address or anything like that. But it's just gotten to a point where it's like the right wing spending too much time on trans people because barely anyone cares. There's barely anyone that's trans. It's like we won't know the exact number, but every figure I've seen, it's like less than 1%. Let's even say it's 1%. It's not a lot of people. Then it would be like 3 million people. That sounds like a lot, but in a country of 300 million people, it's not that much. And I honestly don't really believe that 1% of people are trans, just because that statistic doesn't add up. That would mean like every time you went in a store, there was someone trans there, you know? Like a grocery store, there's usually 100 people in the store. That would mean that. And I don't think that's true. But I could be wrong. It doesn't matter to me either way. I'm just for transparency and the truth. So like, if they're trans, they're trans. If they're not, they're not. But let's just keep it real, everybody. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all. That's the focal point of what I'm getting at. You know? Yeah, man. I don't know. Democrats spend too much time on trans people because hardly anyone is trans. Republicans spend too much time on trans people because hardly anyone's trans. Democrats spend too much time on trans people because hardly anyone's trans. It's like it's both sides. It's like you guys are, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to trivialize trans people. I'm not trying to say that they're not worthy of support and respect and protection. I'm merely pointing out that like so much of the political discourse now is about like, oh, your side doesn't even know what restroom it wants to use and stuff like that. It's like that's not relevant to the vast majority of people. Like I love trans people, I have no problem with them. I've made friends with trans people. That sounds bad, huh? It's like, oh, I have a black friend. Oh, I have a trans friend. No, but I support them. Like I honestly hope they get the help that they need either way. I hope that they're supported and accepted, But a lot of people are just anti-trans. Like it's a very, very polarizing subject, because people can't fathom that somebody could feel differently inside than they look on the outside to you. Like that's just out of the realm of possibility that somebody could feel that way. I don't know. But yeah, it's more and more accepted and cool to be LGBTQIA plus these days. It just gets more and more accepted over time. I think it's overall a good thing, but it can be kind of cringe sometimes because it feels like people are just like latching onto that to kind of co-opt the struggle, if that makes sense. So it's interesting. I personally just feel like we should just let people live. We gotta just let people live. We're way too involved in each other people's business. We gotta just let people live. You know, it's really not relevant to you if you don't date trans people. If somebody's trans, like it doesn't affect you. It really doesn't in any way. Their existence does not affect you. You're so worried about them messing with kids and stuff like that. It's like, but like, you know, camp counselors and pastors and priests and all types of people mess with kids, and like it's not as much of a controversy. I haven't even heard. I'm sure it's happened. I haven't heard of any trans people messing with kids, but that's just like the narrative they have out there, And it's like I've never personally seen that happen, so I wouldn't say that. I've never even heard of it happening, really. So, but that's just me. But yeah, um, I don't know. It is more accepted and cool. It's like you get a cool badge for being LGBTQIA plus these days. It's like just chill, you know. Just be yourself. Don't try to be something you're not. And to me, that's extra cringe to like try to pretend to be gay for clout. It's just weird. It's like just be yourself. Just be yourself. I don't know. That's all you got to do. It ain't that hard. easier said than done sometimes, though. You know, but yeah, man. I don't know. It's kind of cringe though. It just feels like people want to be different, right? So some of them latch on to being trans as like a way of being different. It's like if you're not really trans, you're kind of being disrespectful to actual trans people. And you know, if you are, I think you should take the time to really figure out how you're feeling. And yeah, that's what I would say. Just like it's a tough time. Like I was thinking about like my daughter's at that age where she starts being more into boys and stuff, and it's like, well, you might think like the balance between friendship and a relationship is so interesting because like you could have a great friendship, try to get married, and it goes horribly, and you get divorced. You know, so nobody can really predict it. But yeah, sorry, cough button. But the good news out of all this is there will probably be a Purple Haze too. I know Purple Haze is consistently one of my most popular albums, and I feel like there's so much material now for a second one because that was definitely a more political tinged album. I'm not saying I'm gonna make it all about that. You know, there's more to it, but I think I could really make something special. I plan to do that. So be on the lookout for that. I don't know when it's going to happen. I mean, hopefully as soon as possible. I got other projects that are on the way, you know, so hopefully that can happen very soon, you know. I don't know. It's I have a oh there and there might be TrumpmeriKKa too. If y'all remember TrumpmeriKKa, I don't think it's on streaming right now. I got lazy to add it. People probably think like, oh, we got scared. I had a friend that was like, bro, you should be careful with that because you could end up, you know, getting arrested. I'm like, I shouldn't. That's freedom of speech. But he was a Trump fan, you know, so that's probably why. I'm like, we can't just lock people up because we don't agree with their perspectives. That's not how this works. Like, if y'all want it like that, go somewhere where they do that. Don't try to turn this country into that. It seems like some of y'all want that, though. I don't. It's delusional to me. It's really delusional. But yeah, there might be TrumpmeriKKa too. We'll see. I do have a pretty different perspective than I did during those two projects, honestly. Like, what would I call it? I think I was more. I've never really been a Democrat, but I think I was more of a Democrat then, which is weird because I'm actually more pissed off this time. I would say last time I was just sad and kind of like, wow, blown away. I couldn't sleep when he won in 2016. It's just like, wow, we really let this happen, you know, and it went terribly as predicted. Not a lot of bright spots in that presidency, in my opinion. Probably just some people he pardoned, you know. I guess like the economy didn't totally take a shit under him, even though it might now. We'll see. So because it takes years for this stuff to be implemented, you know, but they act like, oh, this guy came in and ruined it. It's like, no, that's all you. I didn't do it. But yeah, man, we gotta let people live. That's all I'm saying. People think I'm a Democrat, but I really kind of hate both sides. Like, I just hate one more. It's like, I'm not a Democrat. I'm really not. I definitely identify more with the Democratic Party than the Republican Party, like all day, of course. Like, and if I don't know the candidates, I might just vote. I almost always will just vote blue if I don't fully know the candidate, unless I look it up and then I'm like, oh, actually, this person is trash, and then I just won't vote on that one. It's like, well, I'm not going to help the other guy either because I know he's trash. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, man, different perspective, I would say. I just Yeah, I just hate one party more. It's like both of them are trash in my view, but Republicans is definitely worse in my view. And some of y'all might have seen that my nails are done. I'm not gonna. My daughter did a good job. She wanted to do them. I'm like, okay. People will stare and they'll look like angry sometimes because they don't like it, but they don't know that I'll beat their ass. Imagine getting your ass beat by someone with painted nails. Hold that L, motherfuckers. But yeah, I don't know, if they deport immigrants, y'all will see like how much better immigrants make America. Talk about making America great again. Like immigrants make America. Immigrants always have made America, and they want to like I don't even know what ideal they're holding on to. Like, was is this from a time when Trump was a kid when he thinks America was great? You know, I don't know. It must be a time he witnessed, right? I would think because it's like I don't know if it's been great. The more I learn about the history of America, the more I'm like, actually, this place has always just been pretty fucked up, right? I don't know. That's just me. It's always been pretty fucked up. It's always been racism and, white supremacy and all that. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. If they deport immigrants, you're going to see how much better they make America. Like, your boys, Musk and Trump, they're the sons of immigrants. Trump's mom's from Scotland, I believe. Elon Musk's, what was it? His dad is from South Africa, right? And then his mom, I think, is from Canada. I could be wrong. And Trump's dad is from here, I believe. But like, there's a lot of foreigners on both sides. I mean, Trump's wife is an immigrant. Like, it's silly. It's like, do people not see that? Like, are they just being purposely obtuse? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. But yeah, they're the sons of immigrants and they're delusional about being critical of other immigrants. It's like you guys were born with money, you know? You don't know what it's like to struggle. You don't know what it's like to be an immigrant in this country and like have no system to fall back on. You don't know. Like you honestly just don't know. So it pisses me off, like the way that they treat. They made up that whole thing with the Haitian immigrants. Like that doesn't seem to be true at all from everything I've seen. Just something that they made up. But people buy into it. People just eat it up. I don't get it. And people who are born into wealth don't understand your plight. Like they have never been in a situation where they have to think about how much they can get at the grocery store. They're just trying to feed their family. Like they don't have that experience. They haven't had that life, so they really don't know like what the deal is. But it's like they're born into wealth. They don't know any better. I almost feel bad for them, but then at the same time, it's like, well, you're born into wealth. You had every opportunity, and you still decided to just be an asshole. All right, that seems productive. It's weird, It's like, really, you didn't think like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. I don't get it. But yeah, man. People, yeah, one of their greatest tricks is being able to turn us against each other. That's one of these companies' greatest tricks. There's always a way they go about it, because they don't want to get caught and get sued again. But like they create unsafe work conditions. So I don't think she should have to go, honestly, but just let it go for now. Just play by ear, I guess. Just go from there. Hope everything works out. You know, we'll see. But yeah, Yeah, one of their greatest tricks is to turn us against each other. Have you thinking that your enemy is the bad guy and you need to wipe them out because they're plotting on you or whatever. Like, that's just not true. But that's what they want you to think. And sometimes people don't back that up. But it's weird that a lot of people do, and they're just like, I knew it. It's like, I don't have all the inside knowledge or anything, but I would say that. So yeah, man. I don't know. Remember, in 2 years it could all change. If things go badly, like it will change. Like they will change the Congress people in the next one. If it goes bad for the next 2 years, like then that's when it'll actually change into something, you know. But we'll see. It might not. Maybe everything will be fine. But I'm not. I feel like it's gonna go badly. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. Republicans having control of the House, the Supreme Court, and the Senate and presidency is just diabolical. Like they're gonna be able to get so much done potentially, and just take so many people's rights, like they already did with Roe v. Wade. Like they're gonna be doing so much more of that. So buckle up. You know, that's where we're at right now. It's terrible, but hopefully they'll figure out a way to still make it through. Yeah, we'll see, man. I don't know. Remember, okay, I got you. Yeah, Republicans, I don't know. They are in control right now, miraculously, even though the 5 years before that went horrible. Somehow, they're in it. So, yeah, I'm an optimist, so I think everything will be okay. It's just stupid BBLs. Oh, and then this. But I love it. I'm just trying my best, to do my best with everything and staying positive. I think I might just read from the book of Grav, if y'all are cool with that. Read some passages. I end rappers' careers on accident. I make weak rappers pack it in. Never ever speak on Zach again. Every single punch will crack his shin. Yo, I end weak rappers' careers on accident. I make weak rappers pack it in. Never ever speak on Zach again. Every single punch will crack its shin. Hell, even a jab will split your abdomen. Bitch, your drab, just quit. Don't grab a pen. They act like the best, but that's pretend. Smash the trends and every phony's chagrin. I'm still the best. I still kill the rest. We both know that I killed your chest. I will kill your chest. With lethal shots, I deposit you thoughts. Out the speaker box, turn whack MCs to spots. I'll let you in every single facet. Like, do maybe bring new caskets. Yeah, that was one. Let's see what else we got. What we got in this old book? I'll kill him for the hell of it. Whack rappers are easy, they're so delicate. Don't you be a little jealous, bitch, 'cause I excel at this. I propel the switch. Before you try and be high and mighty, look out. You're dying, Whitey. I don't know, Whitey, and try and fight me. They should know I'm fighting feisty. It's quite pricey, but I still afford. That's the realest war. I'll kill the hordes. I ain't playing with these Satanists. I barely acknowledge they exist. It's the same talentless liars. None of them can challenge this fire. Living in dire circumstances, but y'all see the soreness. Boo! With irksome blandness. Don't tell me about sales. Y'all know nothing. I see the truth, bitch. Your soul's bluffing. They get caught up in this corporate part. A lot of people too willing to forget art. It's horse shit. We should cancel that. This. We should cancel this. All my manos, all of Los Angeles. I can end your career with minimal bars. In the end, they try. Your whole internals are ours. I'm just spitting bars. I write this for the. Nah, I don't like that. Or it's not bad, but I write this for the people waiting. I do this every waist creeps deflating. I fell for women going through it constantly. I know y'all are tired of the wannabes, fake gangsters who smile and bring the volume out. All right, what else do I want to do? This country is a sham to me. The U.S. is a fantasy. It was never the land of the free. Its sins are too expansive to see, 'cause this country is a sham to me. The U.S. is a fantasy. It was never the land of the free. If sins are too expansive to see, there will never be an end of racism. We will never heal the great schism. They say people make it all about race, but the racist structure keeps calling out plays. Every day, Alyssa Whites don't care actually. It don't affect them. It just sprains their majesty. I don't affect them. It ain't their tragedy. White can be buried. Hatchets for the ratchetry. Okay, what was that last one? Let's see. My bad, y'all. The U.S. can never repair years of pain, generations of blood, no way to clear the rain. An empire built on the an empire built on the backs of black struggle. Let me restart this. The U.S. can never repair years of pain, generations of blood, no way to clear the stain. Built on the backs of black struggle, all for free. Now racists say blacks lack hustle. They still keep anyone who speaks facts muscle. Fear, hate, and greed are all pieces of a whack puzzle. And really, it's pursued by fearmongers. Turn peers against peers when they're the clear monsters. Ooh. It's deeply embedded white supremacy, ruining everything. We should be limit free. All skin colors are so beautiful. We're all on earth in a mutual crucible. The U.S. treated black people terribly. Centuries of trauma with no therapy. The world sent Moana yielding to sin. I hope we can finally let the healing begin. Oh, what was that? That's I want seeing it. I'm the Monster. Whack MCs can't see these bars. I'm the Monster. Weak MCs can't see these bars. Kill till infinity, still in this. I'm so monstrous. I'm so villainous. I kill weak MCs with sicker songs, synonymous with doom like Victor Vaughn. Ominous and gloomy, personified. Welcome to darkness, no light on this ride. Ebro, deep tracks, and hyperspaces. So precise, our lines split snipers' faces. Even quadriplegics will dance to this. When they hear the jam, they can't resist. Yeah. Anything else I want to share with y'all? That might be it. Thank y'all for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I'm under the weather. I'm tired. Like, I'm trying my best to make this happen. I haven't let y'all down yet. I know some episodes are better than others, but I appreciate you tuning in every week. I'm always trying to get better, so give me feedback if you wish to. And yeah, man, I'm just hoping that everything turns out for the best. I'm hoping it goes way better than I'm expecting. Much peace and much love to all of you out there. You know, I really hope that you have a prosperous year. What would you like to do this year? Let me know. The best replies I'll post. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, thank y'all again. Truthfully, it's been a blessing. I guess I could have just took the check and went home, huh? They do owe you that. That's so funny. I'm sorry for the coughs and everything, people. It's been tough staying awake and all that, but next week will be better. Hopefully, I'll have Jazzy back on. It's always fun when she's there, just someone to bounce the ideas off of. I don't know why I did that like that. If you ever wonder what I write the shows in, it's this thing. Pretty cool. Just found it. I think it was a um, Big Lots or something. I don't remember. I buy cheap stuff like that. I mean, like the notebooks, like these notebooks like this. Honestly, like sometimes the selection is better at like stores like that. I don't think I got this there though, but like the discount stores and stuff will have it. It'll be way more expensive at like Target or whatever. It's like, why? Just feels like sus to me. There'll be a lot of sus stuff going on. But I hope everybody stays up. Let me know if you want to talk about it. I think I can talk you down. I talked my own friend down. It's like, I think he's somewhat okay. It's just tough, obviously, to go through that. So we'll see how everything falls into place. I'm sorry. I'm sure if I didn't fall asleep on here, I came close. I hate when I do that. It's hard to do these night shows because I wake up at 4 a.m., so you really got to be on top of it. But yeah, I hope that this year goes well for you. I mean, I just took all these notes from the court, so I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't actually steal their paper itself, but I copied it. So that's not even bad, I don't think. But yeah, anyway, it's been real. You got your bike after all? I thought you liked that brand. Sorry, I'm going to another dimension right now. Oh, very cool. Yeah, that popcorn does taste good. I'm just playing. I'm just messing with you guys. But yeah, much peace, much love. Thank you all for listening. I'll be back next week as always. Hopefully, I'll be doing better. I'm supposed to have surgery though, but hopefully it'll be better. We'll see. But I love everyone out there. I wish them the best. Even Chiefs fans, even bandwagon Chiefs fans. You should root for the Niners. He's the closest to them, or even the Raiders are fairly close. But yeah, I'll be back, I'm sure. And it was, I had a good time. I'm just tired. And thank you for having me, everyone. Much peace, much love, much respect. We out.